Joyful adventure, audits come, join the ride. Joyful adventure.
Welcome back to Joyful Adventure Audits. Here we are in September 2025, continuing our ongoing series on Birmingham's lost pubs. If you're new here, we've been documenting these vanishing community hearts for years, hundreds of videos telling the story of a city losing its social soul, one closed pub at a time. Today we're on Cherrywood Road in Bordesley Green, looking at this absolutely shocking sight. This boarded-up, deteriorating shell was once the Tipsy Gent, but that name tells a story of controversy and changing times that perfectly captures modern Britain's complexities. This pub wasn't always called the Tipsy Gent. Originally, it was the Gypsy Tent, a name from a different era when such terminology was considered acceptable. But times changed, and so did sensitivities. The name was changed after complaints that Gypsy Tent was derogatory to Romani and travelling communities. Someone recognised the original name might cause offence and acted on it, quite progressive for a local pub. Here's the tragic irony though: all that effort to be culturally sensitive, all that rebranding, and the pub still couldn't survive. Now it stands empty, looking absolutely dreadful. The condition is shocking. You can see the decay, the neglect, how quickly these places deteriorate once abandoned. I found someone online asking if anyone remembered drinking in the Gypsy Tent back in the late 70s and 80s. That single comment speaks volumes about what we've lost. People are actively seeking memories of this place, trying to reconnect with shared experiences. These pubs weren't just businesses, they were memory makers, community builders. The transformation from Gypsy Tent to Tipsy Gent represents more than rebranding, it reflects Birmingham's evolving understanding of inclusivity. The pub tried to adapt to modern sensibilities, but sensitivity couldn't save it from the broader forces killing British pubs. Rising costs, changing habits, cheap supermarket booze, all the usual suspects claiming thousands nationwide. What makes this particularly heartbreaking is the area's history. During World War II, German bombing devastated parts of Cherrywood Road. Houses were destroyed, families displaced, yet the local pub endured. It survived the Blitz, served the community through decades of change, adapted its name to be inclusive, and still couldn't make it to 2025 intact. These buildings witnessed history, absorbed stories, provided continuity through generations. Looking at this deteriorating facade, I think about the conversations inside these walls, regulars with their usual spots, celebrations, commiserations, quiet pints after long shifts, weekend gatherings that made Bordesley Green more connected, more human. The name controversy is fascinating historically. It shows how pubs mirror their communities, reflecting not just who drinks there but acceptable values. When Gypsy Tent became Tipsy Gent, it acknowledged that language matters, names carry weight, businesses have responsibility. But good intentions couldn't overcome economic reality. This is happening across Birmingham at an alarming rate. Every month we lose dozens of pubs, and with each closure, communities lose their heart. These weren't just drinking establishments, they were informal community centres, meeting places where neighbours became friends and strangers became neighbours. If you've followed our Lost Pubs series, you know we've documented hundreds of these stories. Each represents dreams that didn't survive, communities that lost their gathering place, neighbourhoods that became less neighbourly. From Victorian gin palaces to humble corner locals, the story's always the same: something precious has been lost. What makes our channel unique is the community knowledge you bring. The memories, stories, personal connections, that's what brings these places back to life. So if you remember the Tipsy Gent or the Gypsy Tent originally, please share those memories below. Did you drink here in the 70s and 80s? Remember when the name changed and why? What was the atmosphere like? Who were the regulars? What made this special to Bordesley Green? Every story matters, every memory adds to the historical record we're building together. Check out our massive playlist of lost Birmingham pubs, hundreds of videos documenting this vanishing heritage. Subscribe if you haven't already, because sadly, we're not running out of material anytime soon. Standing here looking at this deteriorating building, I'm reminded we're not just documenting pub closures, we're preserving memory of how communities used to work, how neighbours connected, how life was more social and less isolated. The Tipsy Gent might be closed, the Gypsy Tent might be history, but the stories live on through us. Until next time, this has been Joyful Adventure Audits. Keep exploring, keep remembering, and keep sharing your stories. Because without them, these places truly die forever.
Cherrywood's cracking like old porcelain. Ghosts of laughter linger where drinks had been. The sign once swung with a gentle pride. Now it creaks, it groans, it can't decide. Tipsy dreams faded like a cheap tattoo. Names may change, but the scars stay true. Cherrywood ghosts, they haunt the air. Empty stools and stories, they're everywhere. Gypsy Tent or Tipsy Gent, what's in a name? Good intentions folded, but the streets to blame. Birmingham nights used to glow like gold. Now they're dim, damp and feeling cold. The jukebox silent, no chorus to feed. A melody lost, replaced by greed. Echoes whisper through the hollow space. History's heart leaves a trace. A cherrywood ghost, they haunt the air. Empty stools and stories, they're everywhere. Gypsy Tent or Tipsy Gent, what's in a name? Good intentions folded, but the streets to blame. But the streets to Boarded windows, whispers tired, decades buried in the night. The Tipsy Gent, a hollow name, ghost of laughter, now just shame. Oh, Bordesley Green, where did you go? Your story's drowned in a silent glow. A pub that stood through thick and thin, now locked outside. We peer within. Gypsy Tent, a place to dream, now just a shadow split at the seam. Progress promised, but it lied. Britain's crisis, hearts denied. Neon signs flickered their last. Memories trapped in amber glass. The jukebox mute, the story Clouded windows, lives erased, echoes linger, time displaced. The tipsy gent, it couldn't stay, just like the light, it fades away.